Hey everyone, Touchstone Stone Tuesdays. We build these beautiful stone cairns of insight. And to touch stone, it's something that brings you back to yourself, right? So I want to touch on the clairs. It was very interesting when I lived a little while in community. St. Clair, people kept calling me Claire, and I didn't know why, but I went with it. And as I learned later about the clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience, all the clairs, to be clear, right? So the clairs, clarity in your seeing is really important. The other thing I just want to touch on as this touchstone piece for Tuesday is, I spoke about those various different ways of seeing something from different perspectives, and then people seeing it very differently. The clairs are the same. So what you're hearing can be coming from a certain dimensional space or aspect of spirit, but it's not always in its highest form, highest frequency, right? So to be careful around still asking the question, right? Aligning that vertical line to go out this way into the world. We are building this beautiful embrace around our clarity and our knowing. And it's okay to change your mind. And it's okay to review of what is this? What am I hearing? What am I sensing? Doesn't mean that you're wrong. So I had a clairsentience and was seeing signs around someone who ended up experiencing something that I saw that was going to happen. And I was really distressed about it because I thought, what's the point of knowing this if I don't know them well? How do I tell them? They're going on vacation. I'm going to ruin their vacation. Why would I say something? So it really got me curious about words and about intention and around heart and around what frequency am I tapping into? Where is my clairaudience? What am I hearing? What am I sensing? What am I seeing even? And why I love the arts so much, and even life drawing, is that on the page when you're drawing and you're looking at that person or you're looking at their anatomy or how to create form or what are you seeing, it changes every time. Which is why a lot of times when people draw or do stuff, they don't take their pencil off or they do it very fast. Or for me, it's just to go, right? Just to just get it on the page, and gestures and motion, and that I can capture. Scale I can't. Scale I can get sometimes, but no, or proportion, right? So my proportions were off, and I want to bring this sort of back to psychic abilities and people who are psychic, because sometimes they're tapping into something that is true, that is a fact, but for what? Right? Like we're all able to develop these abilities, and some of us have more of an internal, inherent space of this is, ancestral. My ancestors were very tapped in, or you know, you can cast a spell by opening your mouth. Right? So being aware of your words, your thoughts, and your deeds. What is this creating energetically, and what is this frequency that I am hearing or seeing or sensing in my body? Right? We might be sensing something. Oh, this person really doesn't feel good around me, or is projecting something, or going through a bad day. And why would that be important for me to internalize? or even given attention or hearing it, unless there is an ability to shift that awareness. So just to give another example, um, I have a really good friend who we almost had a falling out, right? And that was the time when I started seeing energy signatures deeply etched of kind of consciousness traps, right? Where it causes conflict, right? So some of the stuff that I was picking up on was things like people having accidents or almost dying, or like these things that I didn't quite know how to manage. And as I went inside and I thought, what is the clarity? What are my clairs? And now I'm really curious about going and checking out St. Clair. I think there's two different St. Clairs. But the idea of clarity and the clairaudience, clairvoyance, to just say to all of you, as we grow and we learn, to constantly come back to this place. Is this true? Yeah, or how is this creating love and beauty within a space or within this information that's coming through? Because not all the information is in a space that's correct, in a deeper way, right? So in a way that's going to bring beauty, right? So you can pick up things and you can think or see things that are going to happen, and some of it's not good, right? Or some of it says, oh, you're going to create struggle. So what I've done over the last year is I've challenged, and you're going to hear me say this, I challenge you to think past what you know. Even if you're hearing it, even if you're seeing it, even if you're feeling it. Think past what you know. So what I've started doing is creating medicine and benevolence and things that can hold. I also talk a lot about holding, holding space, holding the dream, holding the intention for it to shift and immediately heal itself, right? So what is that core piece of integrity that brings us to a more heightened space of who we are, who we really are? Because a lot of the times we are here building masks or personalities or acting in different frequencies that will result in a lot of struggle or pain. And it's what I've realized, kind of working with the medicine and working with different animal totems, or visualizing, or different energy frequencies and signatures that can come in, right? So I have an offering, a piece that's called the Healing Tarot. And what we're doing is I don't read prediction, and I won't read past, present, or future. What I will do is I'll create an intuitive story of what is the story. I use three tarot decks, and then I'll put what inevitably happens, and this is the beauty of the medicine. This is the beauty of love and healing and grace and spirit, is that I'll get these cards that will be supportive of these sometimes mindsets. Usually they're mindsets, right? It all starts in the mind. And then we create it, if we loop in, or if enough people, collective consciousness, hook into the norm of what this is. Oh, I got to rescue, or I'm going through a struggle. You're not nice. All these different things that we conflict, right? So in a way, that what we're learning as we evolve spiritually and in frequency is to not predict negative outcome, but to bring beautiful medicine into whatever is happening, so that there's a paradigm shift. There's an immediate paradigm shift. And that's an act of will. It's an act of will. That's kind of shooting your arrow, active will. And there's nothing wrong with will. As a matter of fact, will is how we get to choose something from on a different frequency, right? And what is the harmony? What is the music that we can engage in to create beauty in our lives, to act from a place of heart, to be in a natural state of humor and of forgiveness, or, love. And it's a holding piece, right? It's a place where we hold from. So to explore the clairs, clairaudience, clairvoyance, clairsentience, from a space of change. Yeah, immediate change. We can, where are you tapping into? What dimensional space are you seeing this person? Are you seeing them, or are you hearing them at their highest level? Because that's what we're here for as healers, is to find inside of all of us this space that is more true than the masks or the struggle and the pain that we've created. Because we've created this construct. All the scripts are the same. Movies have sort of a formula, and you can almost sometimes predict what's going to happen in the film. And then you have these odd, wonderful films that are of heart and of beauty and have really touched the human spirit within the struggle, but create beautiful ways of healing into resolution. And it's not revolution that we need, it's resolution, right? Conflict resolution, or resolution to something that's been looping, right, for a long time. So it just isn't my thing to do predictions, although I know how. I don't think they're necessary. I feel like the higher vibration and the frequency that is being asked of me and of what I support, and what I do think is a starseed space, a sanctuary, is to hold this beautiful resolution, solution, solvent, right? So when you think of solvency, or a solution, right? So something that you can spray on, or I'm not doing selling anything here. I'm just giving you an example of solvency, solve, right? Solvent, solving a puzzle, something that's resolved. It's done, right? It's enough of the looping, or enough of the whatever, right? So when we tap into different frequencies, we're going to hear different things if we're clairaudient of all the situations, depending on what we're setting our intention, our active will, to be able to facilitate for whoever we're with, right? And seeing things in a different light, different perspective. Ooh, I felt something really clear. Nice. Or sentience, right? Bringing a sense of self to the space where, when we're feeling into something, we bring beauty and medicine and love. And the frequency just holds it, and then it dissolves, right? There's that word again. Solve, dissolve, solution, resolution, solvent. Not quite sure what solvent. Solvent actually sounds like a legal term. I'll have to look that up. Solvency. Okay. So that is my Touchstone Tuesday, where we get to touch in as a touchstone, right? Who holds something that is solid but mutable. I mean, stones eventually with water start to change. But it's something that we can hold on to as maintaining our resolve. There it is again, right? What is my resolve? Where do I stand? Again, with the body, right? Where do I stand? And I've been researching some body mind work, and working with the heart. There's more than just opening your heart. There's shielding your heart in beautiful love and light so that it can ground and rest, or allowing it to lead, or allowing it to rest, that it can do many different things. So we'll get into that a little more as time goes on if people are interested. Again, GAYLEANNCERTER@gmail.com is my current email. I took my website down. I don't have a website anymore. I am going to be promoting probably through Instagram when I get to it. This to me is more important, is these videos where I don't script this. I do think a lot. I am a bit of a thinker. And then come on and I speak, and whatever comes out, comes out. And I do write and allow this to settle in the body and feel like, yes, this is a great shift of awareness, right? So coming into that space so that we can open this way, right? We're coming vertical and horizontal in our energy of openness, and creating resolve. Resolution is our touchstone for today, for Tuesdays. Have a great week, everybody. And if you're interested in having more dialogue, I'm going to be committing to feed in to this channel and allowing it to evolve. I'm actually really enjoying it because I'm not trying to follow a formula of other people or media that's out there. I am just offering these gold nuggets, so I hope everybody can benefit, and if they feel drawn to work with me or go deeper, it's going to be evolving into that space. So please reach out. Take care. Bye-bye.